back again. Excuse me. Well, I was in the countdown there, feeling it, but the cough. But I thought, well, I'll mute the mic and cough now. No, maybe I can hold it. Of course you can't. Okay, so I've been fiddling around with everything. I wired up. I'm on the ASRock now, but I've got the SM58 plugged into it. I figured out. It seems like the camera's turned a little bit now. Anyway, you can still see what I'm going to show. I realized that one of the cables I had in here that I wasn't actually using, I just unplug it from here, plug it in, and unplug these two that are dangling here. Those are the ones that normally are plugged in to the output on the VM. The SM58 goes through the 802 mixer, the Behringer mixer, to the Behringer VM for the effects and everything, and then out to the computer. You know, it's kind of a pain to get back there behind the rack and plug and unplug them, but that's what I've been doing, and that's why I hadn't been doing it the last few days. I just used the wireless on the ASRock and the SM58, just left it on the Lenovo Wi-Fi. But then I realized, well, I've got a cable that would work, and so I unplugged this one, plugged that one in, and plugged it into the ASRock, and so now I can just do it right here without even getting up. Just have to manually plug and unplug. So that's what I plan on doing in this video, actually. So as long as I don't forget, everything will be good whenever I want to switch. That's kind of, you know, I try to avoid that kind of thing, period. But the way everything is, that's just the best way I could think to do it. So anyway, here we go. My preview is not. I got all the cameras up and running and everything rebooted. I had my little break and I had a little bit of a snack. Got them all up and running, and then I thought, I guess that's when it hit me that I should do that, you know. And then so I went ahead. I thought I'll just hurry up and do it. Well, of course, it took way longer than expected, and but finally it's all going. And there we go. Okay, I was making sure the audio was working and everything. I did a couple of tests, you know, before I started, but you always want to check your live stream. Darn it. I always want to check your live stream. Gotta have something to make my throat quit doing that. That drainage just kills me. And if I try not to take too many pills, but if I don't, then it gets to the point where I can't even talk. So I took another one, but it hasn't started. I just now took another one finally. I started to take it earlier when I forgot. Okay, so get your mind on the business here. Okay, so I should be ready to actually start reformatting the Lenovo Wi-Fi. I got it backed up for the last time, I think. I'm going to go back and kind of check it over, but I'm pretty sure I have. I want to go through things in my mind before, because once I do it, you know, of course, it's all gone. It doesn't come back. So and on the ASRock, I'll tell you, I noticed something when I've been using it, and I was thinking, how could that be? You know, it's I'm seeing drop. Well, it's drop frames, I guess is what you'd say in the video. But well, you know, when you're watching on for years now. Especially with digital TV, you know, you'll see that kind of just everything looks like some sort of 70s, 60s, 70s video effect for a second there, or sometimes for a long time, and it won't go away when the signal's weak. Well, it's doing that whenever, especially when I switch scenes. I don't know right now. I don't see it doing that, but when I watch back, well, I guess I don't see it while I don't guess I'm really watching, but when I watch my video back. And of course, I'm streaming both cameras through the Wi-Fi, but it seems to be. And I'm on desktop right now. No, I'm on the camera right now. I thought I saw it doing it on that. No, I saw it doing it only on the cameras. So anyway, it may be happening. I don't know what to do to fix it. I noticed that when I look on my Lenovo i5, down there at the bottom, I can click over to the desktop, and like right now, it's showing the frames per second, 7.5 frames per second. Well, I've got it set for 30 frames per second. It kind of seems like it's automatically, and you know, and I guess 6 frames per second. I'll switch to the camera and see if it changes. You can't see it, but I can. Yeah, I went to 8.71. If I go to the other camera, it was up to 12.19. It's varying, constantly varying, and I don't think it does that on the other on the older version. And I looked at the settings, and they're set the same. So I think it's trying to adapt, which may be a good thing, but well, I guess. But what I finally thought, I got to thinking, well, why would it be doing that on, you know, especially when I'm, if it's adapting, then it should, what it would do is like it'd be like jump cuts. It wouldn't be that effect looking thing, you know. I don't know exactly how to call it. Artifacts, I guess. Video artifacts, that's what it is, video artifacts. It wouldn't be video artifacts. And then I got to thinking, okay, the Lenovo i5 has a gigabit Ethernet card. I have a gigabit router, and my Wi-Fi is even faster than a gigabit. It's 1200 to 1400, I think. I think it generally can run right at 12, like a constant 1200 megabits. But of course, this is wired, so we're thinking wired. And the ASRock does have a gigabit on board as well, but it's not working. I had to put in 100. All I had was 100 megabit Ethernet. I don't have any, you know, PCI gigabit cards, period. But I had to pull 100 megabit off an old machine, called a couple out, and found one that would work and everything in here, and that, you know, Fedora 28 would recognize. And I think what it is Fedora 27 is what's on here. I don't think it has the driver for this particular. I figured out it's not a Broadcom, the most common one. It's some other brand of, can't remember what it is, some other brand of Ethernet chip. So maybe I can find the driver for it and put it on there. Of course, when you go to I already went to the ASRock site, and they just had for Windows. They didn't have anything for Linux. So all that housekeeping out of the way, I guess. Let's see if I can go back to work now. I'm going to go to the camera, and then I will, you know, get over there on the Lenovo i5, and I'll go to the camera because I have to for a while until I really, until I really get going, until I get booted into. I mean, I could do remote desktop right now, I suppose. But let me see. I probably won't. I'll think about it here. I mean, I have to go on. I have to do it this way anyway. If I was going to turn on remote desktop, I'd have to do it, and then, you know, go. But it may just be not worth that much time. I don't think it really is. I'm not going to be showing any details of anything. I'm just gonna keep looking at my preview, waiting for what I'm doing to come up, but I keep forgetting. Well, it is being shown. It's just you just don't see it yet. So I'm gonna. I did Lucky Backup. Well, you know, after the last video, while I was getting things, you know, eating my stack, getting things ready. So I did another backup before I shut it down. I was gonna just shut it down. I thought, no, let's do that backup. Make sure I don't forget, because I want that one last backup. Of course, I manually backed up the Windows 7 drive. I went through, there is something I forgot. Since I am kind of worried about the net, you know, the way the video is doing those artifacts, I won't use remote desktop. That's just going to be another thing added on the network. I won't do that. I just remembered I saved a few favorites in Firefox since the last time I backed it up. So I can just back that up, and looks like it's a new version of Firefox. That's right, I forgot it was going to do that. So let's see what version it is now. 61.0. Okay, and I don't need to do anything but just go to my bookmarks. So Control-Shift-O will bring up your bookmarks, you know, where you can, whatever they call it, the bookmark manager in full screen there like that. Export, and I guess I'll just Let's just go straight to my backup drive since I'm getting ready to reformat. Okay, documents. Okay. Documents. Bookmarks. And I wonder why is WinXP on the top there. Oh, because it's 2038. Sometimes you get weird. You get the wrong file date. And well, if you mess around with the system, you don't bother to set the system time and date, you'll get things like that. Probably what happened. That's not developer bookmarks. Okay, so this is 27. That's all I need to do is change the date. Normally I would save it to my local, folder, but save it to the backup folder since getting ready. Unless something hangs me up again, I'm going to be reformatting. I need to make sure that's backed up. It should be, because I just got the running lucky backup. But let's just go to videos, and then those bookmarks should be done. OBS Live Studio. Where did that come from? That must have came from those Windows 7 backups. Yeah, because I just did. Yeah, because I did a backup, just straight up videos backup. Okay, I'll have to get that out of there. That'll confuse the heck out of me. I'll just put that one video over in, over in the main folder. But synchronize, compare, nothing to do. That's what I thought. Okay. I always do that to double, triple check. Okay. And I won't need to, I'll just put it in out of that folder for right now. Okay, so documents, bookmarks. I don't know. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, 35.8. That's just a little tiny bit bigger. The last time I backed it up, 35.7 megabytes. So it should be finished. And I have this feeling like, oh, I don't want to lose this system, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be better. It's going to be new. So that's all, of course, backed up. Let's see. Yeah, I ran Lucky Backup, so that's all going to be backed up. I mean, if I really am scared, then I can go to pictures. I just got through running it. I haven't even... let's do them in the... If you do them on the newest on the top, it's a lot easier to find your folders. Oh, virus scans. Yeah, that is the newest thing. See, and that's backed up. So, the only thing that wouldn't be brand new, of course, is any kind of temporary files or anything like that that had changed. So, I think what I want to... Yeah, I think I'll shut it down. And I keep thinking of where I should put that and all that. It's not going to be there anymore, so... yeah, all these things, everything in here would have backed up. Okay. VirtualBox VMs. Pretty sure those are all backed up. Let's go back to my patch and drive pictures. VirtualBox VMs. I haven't run that, so it's... Let's just... I kind of got myself confused there. I'll leave it like that so we'll not accidentally put it in the wrong folder. Yeah. Okay. So I don't... Whoops. I just I saw that, and I thought, well, you know, what if I didn't have that in the backup? You know, but I did. Yeah. Okay. Everything, I've went over this enough times now that settings in Crusader, if they were savable, well, I've reset those settings so many times. I don't think it's even worth trying to, you know, export and import a settings file. I don't know where it is. I think I probably found it before. It could be in .config. No, I don't see anything about Crusader. Yeah, they're all different about where they put their settings and stuff. So, and I don't have. Yeah, there's just one user on here. No other users. I didn't think so. Videos are all. I just got through checking that. Of course, these would have. I don't think there's any videos in there. Well, there's KDN Live stuff, but I think the rest of them are empty. Just got through doing those, so there's no need to delete them or anything because they're just gonna be deleted. Okay, I just want to make sure I do not have I don't want the Seagate drive plugged into the machine. Even the folders for those things are backed up. Those are not installed from the repos. They're installed, but not from the repos. That one's not really installed. It's just kind of a standalone app. Okay. Yeah, there's Sardo. I was talking about that on my last video. I have it on here, but I don't think they're even usable. So yeah, I didn't even open up the Firefox. Chromium. Well, I really haven't even been using it because I synced it with my Google. I installed it and it ran great and it didn't use a lot of resources, and then I synced it with my Google you know, sync, Google Sync, just like Firefox Sync, and it got to run I don't know if it ever got through because every time I try to run it, let's see if it's already doing it. Yeah, look at there, 32% of CPU, and it's already, see, it's climbing. It'll get up over, there we go, 100 gig, and it's 1.2 gig already, and it's still climbing. You can't use it, but it was great until I added and I have thousands of bookmarks, and I don't know, maybe it needs to be, I don't know if Chrome has a refresh or not. Look at all those Chromium browser processes along with it. So see, I probably couldn't export the bookmarks if I tried. Have to sign in to even try. It's outdated, yeah. Well, but of course, what I was kind of thinking, let me look and see. I don't think you have to be signed in to do that, do you? Let's see. Where's the menu? Task Manager? Those are all Chrome, right? Yeah. Oh, that's add-ons, yeah. And see, that might have a lot to do with it. I hadn't thought about that. These add-ons that I have, maybe these add-ons are use too much resources, you know. I think they could be. But, yeah, see, it's sitting there just using like crazy. I don't know, I might have been, where is the doggone? Menu, the rest of the menu, where you can see everything. There, that orange thing. Oh, speak it requires new permissions. Well, I don't want to speak it right now. Okay. Yeah, that orange thing threw me off. I thought it was just another add-on. Okay, so what I was thinking is, okay, bookmarks. How do you get to the like manage bookmarks and stuff. Okay, well, let's see. Import. No. Yeah, see, you can import bookmarks and settings. Well, I want to export because I'm going to get rid of this. It's all in my Google Sync thing, but what I was thinking is if I could export them to an HTML file like I do with Firefox and then only import the bookmarks and not everything else. I might make it, might have my bookmarks, but also still have it running. Okay, that's what I was thinking. They've changed it. I hardly ever use it because Chromium I like better than Chrome, but it's the if you didn't know, it's the granddaddy of Chrome. That's what Chrome is built off of, is Chromium, the Chromium project. And I just never used it because it was really hard to install, but now it's in the repos and you can just install it like any other app. So yeah, there's I don't know, maybe Chrome has that extra menu. Import bookmark. Oh, there it is. Bookmark manager. Yes, there it is. I just can't see. I don't see anything. Well, maybe it's taking forever to come in. I think they're just taking forever to come in because I saw them before I did that. But yeah, there they are. Okay, now, but I guess where I was at is the only place where maybe there's not an export like there is in Firefox. I don't know. It is. Well, I'm not trying to surf, but yeah, look there. It's still just, see that I just haven't been able to use it ever since I imported my bookmarks. I don't know if it ever did. It didn't. I think I stopped it and turned it off. Yeah, because that's not all of them. It's got as many. It's got maybe even more because I kept using you know, Chrome Bookmark Sync for years, and so they kept getting doubles and triples in there, and never did clean them out because it always ran. For years ago, it started overworking my machine to where I couldn't manage it anymore, and so it kind of got out of hand. But and it is, the bookmarks do cause that. So I think what I did is I turned off the sync and all that stuff. So yeah, there wouldn't be any new ones in here that I'd be worried about losing. My preview's sitting over there not loading. I sure hope that doesn't mean my could be that the router, could be the I didn't mean to leave it playing anyway, but it could be that I reloaded it again. The router that it's on is different than the routers I'm streaming on. Yeah, my stream seems okay. It looks fine once I reload it. It's starting to worry me. But anyway, paused it. I meant to pause it a while ago. Import. Oh, import bookmarks and settings. Okay. Oh, from Firefox. Okay. Oh, our bookmark HTML file. Right, but I don't want to import. I want to export. Bookmarks. Disconnect. Advanced settings. Yeah, I wish I would have. I didn't. I thought I was done looking. You know, I didn't intend on doing a bad camera video of detailed stuff. Thought I was ready to reboot. Import bookmarks and settings. Try the word export. I will say that search in both of these is really nice. I think it was in Chrome before it was in Chromium, or Chrome before it was in Firefox. Yeah, I don't see anything about exporting. So since I do know they're in my account, and if you can't do it, you can't do it, of course, unless you can do it with one of those add-ons I've got. But developer tools, settings, What are developer tools in here? Yeah, just the same thing as in Firefox. Okay. I guess the only way they let you export them is to just use sync. It asked me sync, disconnect, sync. It asked me if I wanted to sign in. And I didn't sign in. Advanced sync settings. Choose what to sync. Apps, bookmarks, passwords, themes, settings, extensions. Yeah. Encrypt. Okay. So how do you... I don't want to just turn on sync and have to sit here and wait on it if I don't think there's anything I'm going to miss. If that's the only way to do it, then I've got sync. You know, it's there. It just shouldn't be really anything in there. Haven't been able to use it. If there's a few bookmarks here and there, it won't be a big deal. Website backup. That I checked. Okay. Okay. That's good. I already said my ode to Fedora 23 the other day. I just started talking and I did a whole thing. It was kind of fun. I didn't had all plan on it. Sometimes that creative flow just hits you and you just got to go with the flow. It was funny. All right, so Yum Extender DNF. Yeah, okay, I have my apps list. Okay, I think we're going to do it. This is the moment that we're going to actually let go and delete everything on here. Reformat. I'm not deleting everything on here. It's all backed up. Hopefully everything is backed up. But I'm going to make sure my preview is all working good. But let's see. I'm not a good. I do not multitask. As a matter of fact, I saw, who was it? Somebody that I thought was pretty smart was talking one time, and they said human beings cannot multitask, and they explained why, and you know how come it's even a dumb idea to try to do it, and because this can be really dangerous, because you're distracted and all that stuff. And anyway, I've always been a person that I have a hard time focusing now, but I always used to be a really hard, seriously focused on one thing at a time. Multitasking is the most foreign thing in the world to me. So, and I do notice people that think they can multitask really well. All they really do is get a lot going and miss out. Like, you can't talk to them. They don't know what the heck you said, you know. They're just jumping from one thing to the other. They're not really, as they say, doing any one thing well. Some people think they can, but I don't really never see anybody that could. I've seen people that can. I've known people that could definitely do way more at one time than me, and I guess that's multitasking, really. But like, say, chatting with 5 people at one time on the internet when I could barely keep up my end of me chatting with them, you know. But, well, 3 people, I used to know this girl, she could chat with 3 people and you couldn't even tell it, you wouldn't know it. If she went up to 4 or 5, you would know it, because she'd take a while to answer you. Okay, now let me get my, unplug that drive. I can't see under there, I want to actually look and make sure there's nothing plugged in. Okay, so, but I do want to plug in something. I want to plug in, I can't switch from this machine. Okay, so here's I'll hold it up over my head here. Maybe you'll see it. If I wait long enough, you will. How high do I have to hold it? Shouldn't have to go very high. Maybe I'm too high. I guess my preview is just coming. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's coming in too slow. Okay, so this is my... Yeah, that should be about right. That's Fedora 28 with Mate Desktop on my USB stick that I did the other day, or last week, or whatever, on the server over on the right of the monitor. So I'll put that in the machine, and that's. And if you know if you don't know how to do that and you want, look back on the previous my previous videos and find the one that's using Fedora Media Writer to put Fedora 28 on the USB stick. It's among other things I did. My videos are usually, my live videos are long and several different subjects, but you can find stuff if you skip through. And so I try to sometimes, if it's something that's kind of I think some interesting or whatever, or I happen to be lucky enough to find that spot, then I'll put in the description, I'll put the time, and that makes a link. That automatically makes a link to that spot in the video. That's kind of cool. So now we're going to turn it on. Da, 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 da. I used to really like, boot up sounds. I used to always put the ones I liked on this. Well, I used to do it a lot with Windows because it was, it was all set up to do that. Hope you get set up there. I'm gonna. It's off to one side and staying off to one side. It's on Test This Media. I use the keyboard up and down keys. It always starts at the second one from the top, or the top is actually the title, Fedora Mate Compiz. But I'm just going to go ahead and hit enter. Move it up to Start Fedora Mate Compiz Level 28. It should go ahead and fit the monitor once it starts booting up. Hit enter on the keyboard. That's how you navigate the boot screens with any of these live distros, live Linux distros. Whether it's and then you get errors. Yeah, it's already lining up. You get errors, I/O errors, and I'm finally beginning to realize that most of those errors are because it's reading the DVD, CD drive, and there's nothing in it. Because if you look at it, it'll say dev SRO, or in this case, dev SRI. I don't know why it gives it different letters, but over the years it changes. It used to be always SRO for a CD drive. Maybe it's... Anyway, it's SRI in this one, and I think maybe it's the different versions. It's already booted up pretty fast. Boy, that's really fast. So, now what I want to do is this Fedora 28. It's got, I won't go through what it has or anything until I get, I'm going to install, I'm just going to go to, I have to go to Dragora, my dreaded package manager, and I'm going to install OBS Studio because I think it can handle it. It's a quad-core with 4 gig of RAM, and I installed OBS when I installed it in the ASRock the other day. I realized, oh, that is a small amount of files. Way less than KRFB, the remote desktop app, and I'll do that. Sometimes I install it in a live system just so I can show my video. But see, what I'll do is I'll install OBS. It's going to look for updates. It always does. And then you can't. I don't even think you can stop. Well, I mean, if you change the settings, you can tell it to quit doing that. But once it gets done looking for updates, I'll do my search. But install OBS, turn it on as a backup stream, and then I'll just stop the stream on the ASRock, and I'll be streaming from this one, just like I've been doing the last few days in reverse. And well, I can even change I can even, I'll probably just use the wireless. Well, I might plug and unplug the mic. We'll see. How would I do that without, well, I can switch to a wireless mic, and then let's just get to going here. Oh yeah, hit enter doesn't do nothing. Click search. Yeah, I'm going to. There's an article, and I'm going to follow that thing that tells you how. I just saw it and I saved it. How to keep running older apps and keep running. There's a way to do it now. They've set up a way to run where you can run apps from basically, say, from previous distros that are no longer available, say, in 28. So if I can use DNF Yum Extender, whatever it's called, DNF, yeah, I think it's called DNF Yum Extender or something like that, then I can handle that. This one I hate, and you know, I'm not a programmer, so I can't change it. Even though it's all open source, you know, you could change it and make it just how you want it if you knew how, but I don't know how. See, like, I put in OBS in names, I got nothing. So let's try descriptions. You have to, instead of being able to search all the categories at once, you got to do one category at a time. Okay, and descriptions, I got, still didn't get OBS. I sure hope it's in there. I'll keep going. Summaries, maybe it's in file names. I found it. I had trouble finding it the other day. It's not in summaries. Maybe it's in file names. I may have to type in Open Broadcasting Studio and do it in like descriptions or something. I don't know. But it's just crazy. I just can't get over how asinine this is, setting it up like this. Try not to use mean words, but sometimes I can't think of anything else. And it takes so long sometimes to wait for it to search. See, now it's just search and search and search. And I mean, you should be able to really just do one search and find what you're looking for if you've got some idea what you're looking for. Anaconda Bash, Cups, RPM. Okay. Well, let's change it to, unless it's not in Fedora. Well, I did that in Fedora 27. I'm just going to say, well, I'll put open. If you misspell the word, then you're not going to find it in descriptions. So that the more you have to put in there, less likely you are to find it. It's like the only one that it'll actually I don't. Oh, okay. All my griping about not finding Open Broadcasting Studio could be because of my stupidity. Because this could be that it could be that it's not in the Fedora repos at all. It's actually in the what do you call them? The extra repos that I always install. You know, when I set up the system, I'll think of it at some point. So they probably are. Let's go into preferences, show updates, groups. Okay, no, I don't want to do any of that. There's very little things you can change in here. I'm going to hit refresh metadata to make sure that you don't usually have to do that in. Oh, it's in to update. It does not automatically see all the other package managers. It looks for updates and start, like Yum Extender or Yum Extender DNF. That's what it's called, Yum Extender DNF. You don't have to switch anything to start searching for packages. It starts an update, yeah, that's fine. But when you search, it automatically looks in all. But RPM Fusion repos, it could be in there. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, and I see now stuff. I thought, why is nothing coming up in file names? Let's see. Go down. There's a lot. Yeah, because see, that makes it very. It's not even all coming in. I have to wait on it. I don't know why it's doing that. Dadgummit. I don't know. I think maybe it is possible to be slower than Yum. This is slower than Yum. They thought they're supposed to be faster. That was one reason why they were fixing Yum, because it was too slow. OPQR, element OPQRST. Open SCAP. We got to go back up some more. Open camel. I think we're back up. Oh, when it moves for. I think if it's done loading. So if it's not done loading, it'll fight me and it won't let you. You move it and it'll move it. You move it and it'll move it. Okay, open. Open broadcast. I think it searched for open and broadcast instead of and that's the other thing. Some of them are like, I think Yum Extender is really good about recognizing it as that is one term, instead of open and broadcast. So it's basically doing what Boolean search. That's what, when I learned to search the internet, I learned on government gophers and Alta Vista and stuff. If you wanted to search 2 words, you had to do a Boolean search and all this stuff. I can't remember how you did it now, how to say it right. So I'll try to. I don't see anything about open broadcast. Okay, so now I'm actually. It still may not be in there, but. I thought it was called OBS Studio, the file name, OBS-Studio or something like that. It wouldn't be hard, a little bit, of course, more time. Well, it'll be a lot more time than I may be wasting in here, but to put in the extra repos, I can go to the RPM Fusion website and put it in and I get the commands to put it in right quick. And can still do it, I think. I didn't want to use remote desktop. Well, it actually, like I said, I'm worried that the system couldn't even handle it. In the live version, it might even fill up the. So you got to pay. If you're doing this, you're going to install things in the live system. You've got to pay attention to how big your. Yeah, here we go. Removable media, 524 megabyte, 124. Okay, that should be 210 megabyte, U3, 1.9 gigabyte, 32 gigabyte, 88 gigabyte. Some of it, let's see, that's not our hard drives. I'm not sure about all this. Okay, 1.9's got to be my USB stick. That's what it is, and that's the rest of it right there, the little hidden system. Anaconda, that always boots up on these things. Well, it's an installer. That's for the installer, but 32 and 88 gigabyte. Of course, I don't have that much RAM, so. But I don't have that size of volumes on my hard drive, so I don't know. I'm going to say the 524 is the live system. I guess if I would open the file manager. Let's look and see. It should tell you which ones are which. Yeah. See, there's my SanDisk Cruiser pattern, DVD drive, the rest of the other hidden partition. Okay, now that's probably the Windows, and that's probably the Windows boot. That's probably the Linux boot. That's my actual partition on my same thing as that SanDisk, 32 gigabyte. I think that's my root partition. 88 gigabytes. Maybe that is all my Linux LVM actually was. It might be. Yeah, I guess so. So I guess I was just wrong about that. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that 524 megabyte volume, I think that's the live system. EFI. No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay. Reason I want to know is because, okay, live user. I don't know how much, okay, here it is. Free space on the live user, you're on the live user, like home, is 651 megabytes. So you can fill that up if you don't watch out. when you're trying to install apps in your live system. And or you fill up your memory, then you'll crash it. A while ago, OBS build, generic package build script. Okay, that's not OBS Studio. Again, I may be, here we go. Let's go in descriptions. I'm going to take that dash out of there because I don't know if that's going to help. OBS Studio. I know I had a heck of a time finding it. I'm going to see if I know the name OBS-Studio, then I'll find it that way. Seems when you do file name search, it takes a lot longer. Oh yeah, I think my preview's still playing over there. I'm going to pause it. It's not having trouble loading, at least. Yeah, I thought this would be an easier thing to do. No, I did not find it. Names, no, nothing. I think you don't. BROADCASTC. I'm afraid I'm spelling it wrong. And it's just coming up with nothing when I try to type it out. Since I don't know for sure how to spell broadcast, I guess I should go to Google and look it up, huh? Okay, let's do that. I'm going to put this over on the last one. That way it won't be as confusing to me as to how things are laid out. So let's just use the browser here. Maybe I have to install RPM Fusion, like I said. Where's my search bar? I gotta have my menu bar. Okay. Now then. Just search for, OBS Studio. OBS project. There we go. This will be it. OBS Studio. See, that's what they call it. They used to call it Open Broadcaster Software. Yeah, they used to call it Open Broadcast Studio, and then they changed it up to OBS, just like this. Okay, so let's go to Linux. I mean, I might be able to just we might could just use the commands and do it. Let's see. Fedora 15 and following versions is officially included. I thought it was. Oh, that's Ubuntu. There. Fedora. Unofficial. Okay. Is included in RPM Fusion. Okay. There's your answer, Don. Okay. So, but you can get it right there. Okay. Let's just do that. That'll be easier. Okay. Probably going to need, just hit SU in the live and you get root privileges, so not too bad, too hard there. Now, okay, I don't need the sudo because I just did SU, so then you can install the following command. Oh, this is putting in the RPM Fusion repo for you. Okay. It's just doing the I think it's doing the free, non-free, and the free, maybe. So it's a really long command, so I think maybe, yeah, free and non-free. So now they're installed. So there's a quick place now to install OBS Studio. Alright. Okay, yes, I do want to do that. Okay. Now, Yeah, you can see why some people love the command line because, especially those who can remember commands. If you can remember, well, I mean, those really long commands, you got to be a freaking genius in my book to be able to do all that out of your head. But if it's somewhere, if you can find it quick and copy and paste, then that's fine. I'd rather do that than mess around with, especially DNF Dragora. But for NVIDIA hardware accelerator, okay, I'm not worried about that. Can't remember. I don't think I'll need that. I don't think I have NVIDIA. I was, let's see, yes. Wish this was on the good view now. I should save this page to put it on. Well, I don't have anything to save it onto right now. If I had somewhere to save it, I'll need to go back and just save this whole page. So I think I've already done that before. I think I saw it. Okay, it's complete. Let's see if it'll run. Let's move this to the next window because I want OBS Studio. I won't close any of it yet. Okay, I want OBS Studio right there. Okay, it should be in my... There it is. I got to put it up there. I can't help it. Okay, OBS Studio. There we go. Please review the license. Yes. Would you like to run the auto configure wizard? No, because I'm gonna import my. Oh, I am gonna have to plug in. Okay, so it would have been easy if I would have remembered how to do it. So as much naming and blaming as I can do on the DNF Dragora package manager, I gotta ultimately blame it all on myself and my poor memory. I remember. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I did it that way because I already had RPM Fusion on the ASRock, so I just went and installed it in the package manager, and I didn't have quite as much trouble finding it. Well, I guess I did have some trouble, but I did find it. Of course, it wasn't there this time. Okay, I want to import a profile. Now, I just got to plug it in. I just did it and didn't really say. I plugged in my 32 gigabyte easy to boot SD card, and I have my files on there. Downloads, let's see. Last modified, I should find it. Yeah, OBS Studio 062618. See, there's the one before that. This is the profile. Basic profiles. Now, this is the Lenovo i5. Okay. Well, there's primary and secondary. In this case, I want backup. I'm going to do them both. Yeah, because I might need them both. There it is, right there. Okay, now let's import. That was the backup stream. Now let's import the other one. I don't think they're big files or anything. Primary. Yeah, and it doesn't do anything after that, so I didn't realize that it was working before. Okay, now, so I have my profiles with all my settings preset. Everything's ready to go, hopefully. Now, but I don't have my scenes yet, so now I'm going to import my scenes. I need all my wonderful scenes. Okay. 32, Don's files. I hope everything's right. I really meant to, well, yeah, because that was the way I renamed everything. So I did back it up. Yeah, that was what. Okay, so now I want scenes. Okay, so that just gives you all of your scenes. It's in it says untitled JSON, .json, JSON or JSON file. Scene collection. Okay, I've got Untitled, which has nothing changed, and then there's Untitled 2. Okay, so that's all that's actually in there. Okay, but there they are. I select Untitled 2, and now I have all my scenes that I use. So all my cameras should work, my mics. Of course, I don't have the SM58 plugged in there. It's plugged into the well, over here on the it's going to the ASRock. Okay, so now if I hit the wireless mic, I should see it, shouldn't I? I should see my streams and everything too, but I don't actually see anything. Okay, that's working. Desktop. I turn on the wireless mic, but I'm not seeing the signal. I want to close these extra programs. I definitely don't need to give. Yeah, there's nothing else to do other than I'm not going to try well, I could try saving those instructions. Save pages. I'm going to save those and put them on that SD card, is what I was thinking. OBS Studio install instructions. I'll just save it to the downloads and then I'll copy it over to my little SD card. But I'm not seeing a signal. It might be. Oh, I might have to set up the inputs or something. Oh wait, my profile. I haven't selected it. Oh, I haven't changed profiles. I want Backup Stream. Okay, now maybe that'll make that. That'll set all my audio and video settings. I should be able to see desktop audio. Well, it doesn't have them. May not be so wonderful after all. I don't see my mics. How come I don't see my mics? Oh, wait. No, that's not it. I see desktop audio and aux mic, and I don't see the wireless mic, even though I see them in that scene. Okay, that works. That desktop works. And if I move around, of course, well, that won't tell me what's going on. Stream 1. I'm not seeing the camera like I did when I did it with the ASRock. Maybe I don't have some dependency I need on this system. It could be. Huh. Well, it could be because, okay, a lot of times I just need, when things aren't working, you know, I imported those previews and all that. Matter of fact, I remember they didn't really work until after I closed it and opened it back up. So I closed it, opened it back up. Let's copy that thing I saved before I forget. Live. I want to get the, I want to go to downloads. Oh, here we go. Downloads now. Copy. Where's the copy? There it is. Copy. Now then, 32 gigabyte. That's not what I want. There. Don's files, downloads. I don't think I have an OBS Studio folder, do I? I'll just put it on the main folder. Now I'll have those instructions in there. See, I even have OBS Studio, some old, I guess they're getting too old to keep now, but 18.0.1, I have several files that I could, so I could run things. I'll hang on to that for a minute. I might still need. Okay, now let's see if I have anything now. I won't have any music, but I ain't gonna worry. Intro and exit music, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay. We still don't have our cameras. So I don't know why, though. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be working. Yeah, the untitled scene has nothing. Untitled 2 has... I guess I could try another import. I don't know why. All I really want is desktop. All I really want is desktop, though. But it doesn't have the audio. I mean, it's there, but it's not working. It all should be working, but it's not even showing up in the middle. As one of the, sources. Well, it was a really good theory. I do have a couple other, backups of my themes. I could try importing another one, but I don't see actually why this one shouldn't be working. Go to the settings and look. See if they seem to have all been imported. Yeah, this one I set it as a backup and it shows to be backup. It's looking for a folder that's not going to be there. Well, I can just, that's fine. It just won't be making a backup video on this machine. I don't have room to do that anyway. Built-in analog stereo. That's actually what it should be because this is the same machine. I imported the ones for the Lenovo Wi-Fi. Yeah, it really looks like it should be working. Cancel. All I actually really care about, I just was looking at the cameras, last time when I did this, the cameras just came right in. I knew I was working. Everything was wonderful. Okay, so it's kind of got me hung up. Let's try the other one. Let's try the primary and just see if it looks any different. Still doesn't look any different. Unless something went wrong and my, I know I'm still streaming. Off of camera even. So, although I'm not hearing my sound when I turned it on just now. Better check my stream. I could be talking to myself for however how long. Well, my stream is good, but check my stream. No? Okay. We're good. Okay. I'm going to let this preview play for a while. That way I'll kind of maybe catch it out of the corner of my eye if something starts working that I'm not when I don't realize it. Well, I guess I'll try importing another import one of the older ones. That's only the other idea I've got here. Because as far as the scenes go, I haven't changed them at all. OBS Studio 0628. Now let's go in here. 0625, just a couple. 0626 and 0625. See, just a couple of days apart. Scenes. Just do that and see if it does anything. Now I have an Untitled 3. It should just be the same thing, though. Are we going to get anything this time? It is not adding the audio from those cameras, even though it shows that it should be there. Well, I'm going to close the program again one more time. You don't usually have to reboot. I mean, I would think if it was missing a plugin or something like FFmpeg or something, it should have installed that for me though with those commands. If it was missing anything, then you would think it would have tell me, you know, hey, I can't work because I'm missing something, because it tells you about your stream and all that stuff, you know. Okay, so no, nothing changed here. Okay, so I'm going to go to my actually I want to change from the primary to the backup. That's the one I want to use. Okay. And I'll go actually get on my you know, the ASRock, the one that I'm controlling my stream from right now. Make sure everything seems okay, that it's not actually something broken. Okay. Well, the program doesn't seem to respond too well. Let's see. Change the cam 1. Oh. What in the world? I don't know how I could still be, if the program's completely locked up, I don't know how I could still be streaming actually. I think it's just not locked up, but it's not working good. Now that I went ahead and went and closed Crusader, and you know, when I looked into my system monitor, and then I went back to OBS Studio, and it's showing, you know, kind of the preview screen of OBS Studio, but the text at the bottom is from System Monitor. And well, actually, and I can't switch from what you're seeing is still the camera aimed at. Well, yeah, it's still the camera aimed at. Okay, yeah, the camera aimed at the monitor. I can't do anything now, so there's something wrong. Even though I'm still streaming, there's something wrong. So, okay, so you always get these big old hang-ups right when you don't expect them. Yeah, I probably wasn't going to be streaming for very long, I'm going to say. Although the CPU is normal, 22%, 648 megabytes of memory. There's just something I've noticed that this machine, like sometimes, like it's been doing it all day today. Every time the mouse is spongy acting, and just something not quite right. Even though the system monitor seems to look okay and everything. So let's see. Well, I only have one. Okay, here's what I'll do. Well, it's not going to work though. I was going to say I'll go ahead and turn on that stream as the backup and then stop this one. Even if I have to shut down the machine to stop it, you know, it won't really matter how I do it. And just go back over there. And but if I'm not getting audio, then that's not going to be any good whatsoever. Oh, well, what I can do is plug the I'll just unplug my cables because I do have the mic. So I'll unplug the cables. Let me make sure I'm on backup stream. Okay, backup stream. I'm going to go back to the scene 2. That's the newest one I've got. Yeah, and I should have mic by just physically plugging the cables. I don't need the cameras anyway, so if I can just get the desktop stream working, then I'll be happy. So, and I can go on with my plan here. So since that machine is really just not hardly responding at all, I'm just going to unplug my mic. I can't... actually don't know. I did try to turn on the wireless. Well, I'm not seeing it in here, so well, I'll be able to tell if I have a horrible echo. I'll hit Control 3 and turn off the wireless. And if it doesn't work, hang on. So if it doesn't work, then I will just have to stop the stream and, you know, start again. But I'm getting a huge feedback loop there, aren't I? So let's not go onto that screen until I probably overwork this machine. I'm going to go ahead and take out the SD card before I forget. Unmount that. And yeah, this machine seems to be running fine. Not getting any camera or anything. So I guess I'll put it on the intro screen there for now. So I'm going to swap my cables. And that, let me go look one more time. I really don't want to do that. I was going to switch to the other mic and do that so it wouldn't be a big noise and everything. No, it won't come back. OBS won't come back. I'll probably have to just kill it or something. I guess I'll get back on the system monitor screen and leave it there. And okay, now I'll put it back so that it's so that when I do, I'm going to swap to the mic, and I should be able to see that I have mic, you know, SM58 over here. Let me do that.